on a Saturday afternoon. I needed a product quickly. He actually went from Pittsburgh to Ohio to pick up what I needed.
We have a delivery guy that delivers to our shop. He is absolutely the most caring individual, has a smile on his face every day, loves his job.
The companies will open up the door for you if they have it, but there's not too many people that would travel to another state to pick up what you need.
They've just been very helpful, from helping us control inventory, to getting materials to our job sites, to sending trailers and holding my material in their trailers on sites until we've used it. That, to me, is going over and above.
I am trusted to do my job to the best of my ability, and I'm not second-guessed or micromanaged.
I'm able to help the customer. I have the latitude to do whatever it takes to make sure that that customer's happy.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for my customers, you know, within reason. I wouldn't do anything against the law.
Famous is a bunch of caring people from the top down, is the way I look at it.
When you think back to the history of Famous, our most important guiding principle is our Famous family. Caring about our associates, caring about our customers, and caring about our suppliers has always been an integral part of what we do. Famous began in 1933 by my grandfather, Hyman BlueShield.
My father immigrated to the United States in 1922. He had a third-grade education, didn't speak a word of English, but his trade in Russia was a sheet metal man. He opened Famous because he wanted to give other contractors those things that he didn't have himself, which was good service, having parts where you need it, competitive pricing, and training. He respected the people he bought from, the customers he sold to, and obviously his employees. He treated everybody like family and wouldn't ask any of them to do anything he wouldn't do or didn't do himself.
He was a very family-oriented man. He would always try to fix you up with the waitresses, you know. He was always, you should get married and, you know, have a family and so forth. When I did get married, he was very happy. It made him think that I was going to stay to work for him.
In his office, he had one of the largest collections, and it's still there, of miniature liquor bottles in the United States, approximately 4,000 bottles. He remembered every bottle and what he paid for it and where he got it from. His memory extended to every product we sold, who we sold it to, who owed us money, what sales and cost figures were of 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and he would sometimes get upset when myself and others didn't have as good a memory as he had. In the 50s, my father had a vision to duplicate what he had on Woodland Avenue and get a network of companies supplying goods and services to contractors. So we opened up first in Lorain, Ohio. We went to Steubenville, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Warren, Ohio, Wheeling, West Virginia, and we took the model of honesty and integrity to those places. One of the reasons for success was my father's incredible ability to recognize honest, hardworking, intelligent people that could lead the people in those cities. I'm amazed to this day the quality of people that he picked to help improve and expand their company. The expos. Our first expo was a surprise to me.
It was in 1984, and it was at a hotel, and we had 61 booths. We did 3 seminars. The show lasted 7 hours, and it created the first expo for Famous Supply in the Tri-County area. The last show generated 250 plus booths for vendors to participate. We had over 70 seminars and created literally thousands of people over those years to be able to witness new products and talk to vendors and to learn more and more about what's going on in the industry.
Here you get to see the guy that's using the product and help explain to him how the product works and what's new.
We meet more people at this expo than we could possibly meet in the 2 days that it takes place. It's awesome.
It's one of the largest shows on a regional basis I've ever seen.
It helps me in my livelihood. I like to be busy, and it keeps me going.
The expos?
The expos, yeah, believe it or not.
I joined Famous in 1985. I started in the warehouse, moved into purchasing, credit, operations, marketing, and management, and got a real feel for our entire organization. In the 1990s, our management team spent a lot of time looking at the challenges we faced. We had great people working to serve our customers, but we knew we needed to change. One of our biggest problems was the time it took to get product moved around the company. It could take 3, 5, 7, or even 10 days to get inventory where it needed to be. We didn't have computers.
They'd asked me if I wanted to work for them, and I looked around and I asked them where their computer system was, and they said, well, we don't necessarily have a computer system. We have Whitey, he's out in the back, and he writes down everything we need every night.
I was writing orders with pencils at the counter.
Everything was done manually, and the size of the operation made that a daunting task.
We had the big bookkeeping machines, you had rolls of paper, you had a check writing machine that you actually had to punch in the numbers and pull the handle.
Used to have to do the accounts receivable report and age it once a month, and it took 8 hours manually typing it.
At first it was kind of scary because a lot of people had never even used a computer before. So we had to teach them how to use a computer, and then we had to teach them the software package. Our software system actually integrates with every portion of our company. It handles everything from inventory control to accounts payable to accounts receivable. So just about every person in our company is actually using it. We've now brought even our customers onto our web order entry system. So now our customers are able to enter their orders directly into our software system.
Remote data capture, Palm Pilots. Our salespeople, they can go out to the customer's place of business and do bin stock management programs with the Palm Pilots.
It's nice. I can walk into a customer's, I get a laptop, everything you can think of is at your fingertips.
My goal is to help our salespeople and our company understand how to use these tools so that it can give us a competitive advantage against the competition.
You look at back then and what we have now, it's phenomenal.
Even though internet, web order technology really starts to become sort of an impersonal thing. Our company always realizes our customers have a choice of how they want to do business with us, and we also realize that we still need to have face-to-face contact with our customers. We still need to have friendly counter people that greet customers. We still need to have outside salespeople that go and visit our customers.
We haven't let technology buffer us and put the customer away from us. We've actually used technology to bring the customer close to us.
At other places, you have the potential for going into the voicemail loop and having to hit 0 and get yourself knocked out. On where with Famous, we can always get you to a live person and answer your question. So you're going to reach, some of the people that understand heating as well as anybody else in our company, the people that are the best in plumbing, building products. You can always get a live person to get your questions answered.
The Central Distribution Center was another huge milestone in improving the operation and the customer service.
When I came down here a year ago, I was just flabbergasted. Seeing all the product that Famous has in the distribution center, it's just phenomenal.
You handle everything from stainless steel to plastic, air conditioners to hot water heaters. It's the whole gambit.
As soon as the product comes into our building, we'll receive it. We receive it using RF scanners, which automatically puts that product into our system so that anybody in the company can see that we've actually received that product. Another team of people will come over and put that product away.
At first it was very scary to go up and down, but now it's just like secondhand nature now. You just got to remember that you're latched in with your strap on, or if you fall off, you're goner.
Our second shift operations, we call them our picking crew. What they'll do is they'll start picking at about 6 p.m. and they'll pick any order that has gone into the system for the day. Our third shift comes in at about 10 p.m. and they start loading the trucks.
Well, I got 37 years in a driving truck. Been with Famous for about 22 years. Oh, I've probably drove over 1 million miles, and I can see all the scenery, and then in the fall you see all the beautiful trees changing colors. I just enjoy driving for Famous Supply. I just enjoy driving, period.
That next day service, that means a lot to the people. They can plan their jobs and know that the material will be there.
When I turned on Courtney Road, I knew this was a CDC, and I called Jay BlueShield. And when I told him where I was at, He says, what do you think? I says, well, is what I think is, it was the last of the ninth, and the bases was loaded, and you hit a home run.
When I think about where we are as a company, where we've been, and where we're going, it's exciting because our future is bright. We respect our heritage and our tradition. But the reason we're going to be successful in the future is because of our people. Our people care, and they're working as a team. And as they do so, we will continue to get better, and that's what makes everything worthwhile.
You know, it's like one generation is passing on the traditions of Famous to the next.
There have been a lot of changes, but basically the family has remained the family.
Isn't it remarkable? 75 years, 3 generations.
It's just a great place to work, and you know, I hope I'm around to see 100 years.
It's my son's 4th birthday, okay? I looked around at the people in the room, and they were customers and associates. Those are the people I socialize with. Those are my friends. That's my life.
It's not just a job, it's a way of life. And I truly enjoy Famous Enterprises, Famous Supply, and everything that it stands for.
My father, looking down today, would be very proud, obviously, of me, I hope, of his grandson, Mark, and especially of all the associates in the company that we work together, trained, nurtured, help each other. So we have 700 people strong today working for the benefit of each other.